Ladies, today I want to talk about a season that many women find themselves in, often quietly, often without words, a season of uncertainty. It's that in-between place where the life you knew has changed, but the life that's coming hasn't fully taken shape yet. Where you may still be showing up, still functioning, still doing your best, while inside things feel unsettled. You may be asking yourself questions like, what now? Where am I being led? How do I trust God when the path doesn't look familiar anymore? If that's where you are today, I want you to hear this gently. You're not doing faith wrong. You're simply in a season that requires trust instead of certainty. Uncertainty is especially difficult because it doesn't give us clear markers. There's no finish line, no clear sign that says you're doing this right, no timeline for when things should feel steady again. And after a long-term relationship ending, whether through separation, divorce, or the loss of someone you loved, that lack of structure can feel disorienting. Your routines change, your sense of identity shifts. Even the way you imagine the future may feel unfamiliar. And in that space, it's very human to want answers now, to want reassurance, to want God to explain what He's doing. But often, God doesn't give us explanations. He gives us presence. One of the most comforting ways Scripture describes God is as a shepherd. A shepherd doesn't hand the sheep a detailed plan. He doesn't explain every turn, every hill, or every valley in advance. He walks with them. He leads them slowly. He stays close, especially in unfamiliar terrain. Psalm 23 begins with these words, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Not the Lord tells me everything ahead of time. Not the Lord removes every hard season, but the Lord is with me. And later it says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." Notice the wording. It doesn't say if we walk through the valley, it says when. Faith doesn't promise we won't walk through dark or uncertain seasons. It promises that we won't walk through them alone. A shepherd doesn't rush the sheep. He doesn't shame them for being cautious. He doesn't abandon them because the path is slow. He adjusts his pace to the flock. He watches for danger. He leads the steadiness, not force. And sometimes uncertainty is not God withholding clarity. It's God protecting you while you're still becoming ready for what's next. Sometimes He leads you gently because your heart is still healing, your faith is still strengthening, and your spirit is still adjusting. Here's a gentle reframe I want to offer you today. Uncertainty doesn't mean God is absent. It often means God is doing something deeper than what you can see. Not because the past was wrong, not because you failed, not because you didn't trust enough, but because life changed and you are being guided through that change. Uncertainty is not always a problem to solve. Sometimes it's a space to soften, a space to listen, a space to release what you can no longer carry, a space to learn to trust God without needing the whole picture first. If you're walking through uncertainty right now, here's something grounding you can practice this week. Instead of asking, "Where am I going?" try asking, "Who am I walking with?" Instead of asking, "What's the right decision?" try asking, "What feels honest, peaceful, and aligned today?" Faith doesn't always remove uncertainty, but it can change how safe you feel inside of it. And often that sense of safety is what prepares you for clarity later on. If today feels heavy, if the future still feels unclear, if you're trusting God while also grieving what was, please hear this. You're not behind. You're right where you're supposed to be. You are not lost. You are being revealed. And you're not walking alone. God is with you every step of the way. The shepherd walks ahead of you and beside you. He sees the terrain you cannot see yet. And he knows how to lead you, even here. Just because you can't see the full path doesn't mean you're not being guided well. As you move into this new week, may you release the pressure to have everything figured out. May you allow God to lead you gently, one step at a time. And may you remember, uncertainty is not the absence of faith. It is often the place where faith deepens. If today's message resonated with you, please feel free to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, or share it with a woman who may need this reminder today. Thank you for being here on Irina's Avenue to hear today's message, and I'm truly honored to walk this journey with you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.